Welcome, friends, to Divine Direction. I'm Dee, and I'm a tarot reader here on YouTube. And today's reading, we're going to be doing predictions or directions from Divine Spirit for November 2024. So what I'd like you to do is find your sun sign in the timestamps below. Click on it and let's get into it. Hi Capricorn, here's your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, Spirit. Okay, so what's the overall feel for November? Let's take a look at that to begin with. So we got the Ace of Cups. There you go. New emotional beginnings. A new love, perhaps. Something very spiritual as well. It doesn't have to be Christianity or Catholic Christian. It has the cup with the bread of Christ, I guess. I just see some sort of religious, whenever I see this card, it kind of gives me like receiving the Holy Spirit. But again, that doesn't have to be religious. But it does give this sign of spirituality in whatever way you take spirituality for November. But good emotional beginnings, maybe a new friendship, a new love in your life, but it's a positive one. This is a really good start. So that's the main full message of November. We're all in the cups of emotions for November here, Capricorn, which I know isn't your full thing, because again, you guys are earth signs, so you're thinkers most of the time. But when it comes to this, you definitely have some sort of new beginning emotionally. Okay, so what are your blessings? What are your blessings? Okay. Also on the cup, there's an upside down M, or in other words, a W. So look out for that as well. Perhaps this new person has the name starting with W. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, so blessings. Let's take a look. Okay. Since it's a blessing, you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I thought so, but gotta double check sometimes. 9 of Wands here. This way, he's got a tourniquet on his head, and he's been through battles. He's standing strong behind something within his spirit he believes in, or his creative background that he really strongly stands behind, but you guys got it reversed. So I'm thinking, and this is a blessing, it might not seem that way, but it feels like you don't have to defend something that you believe in. Like your guards can be down. Even though in the past you've been, maybe your ego has been wounded because you believed in something that others might have not seen. In this situation for November, you might feel somewhat vulnerable. in a good way though, in a safe space. And again, that's not necessarily Capricorn's, forte. You guys definitely take a long time to open up about your emotions to the right people anyway. You are an emotional being, of course, like anybody else, but much more of a practical thinker that you are. This situation, you might feel that your guard is down and that you don't have to stand by a certain way of thinking. That's your blessing, that you get to be vulnerable in whatever this situation or situations that are coming up in November is. So just keep that in mind for blessings. Now, challenges. Okay. The moon reversed. Okay. There you go. Okay. Challenge. Okay. The moon can be a wonderful thing when it's upright. When it's reversed, you might feel your intuition because you're used to standing up for something. You might feel that your intuition is a little bit obscured because the moon can be tricky, right? It's just a phase. The moon has phases. You might find that you think you know something and before you know it, it's into a new phase. Just be aware of your intuition might feel a little blocked or even a little getting like a clouded image. Just give me a second here. Okay, so also we have dogs in this picture. We have a crab as well, and Cancer rules the moon. And the dogs, again, I've said this before in my last video, they can represent friends, but since the card is upside down, whatever this new feeling is that you have towards maybe somebody new, you might feel as if the dogs that are barking at the moon here are your friends kind of barking at you. And like I said, because it's upside down, saying, well, how do you know if this guy or girl is good for you? Or who's this new friend that you've, met out and about, And I just get the impression, of course, with the crab and it's upside down, moodiness, crabbiness from friends. So just be aware that people might be protective of you. I get the impression, I'm starting to get more of an impression as I go along, that this is romance for whatever reason for November. And I get the idea too that because it is November's reading, it's around Christmas time, people are looking to, have a situation or or a relationship too. Or what do they call it? Situationship or something. I don't know how serious this is because I'm doing a very general read, but like I said, because it's around Christmas time and stuff, people are looking to have a good time. Because it's not upside down, whatever you're looking to receive from a lover's point of view, it seems to be all systems go. Like you and that other person will be on the same page if it's a situationship, or if you're looking for more romance and more of a relationship, it seems to be whoever this other person is will be on the same page as you. And again, you might feel vulnerable. That's all good, because remember the blessings. And then, yeah, you might get some, you might feel a little bit of mental confusion because of others barking in your ear about this new person. But it could also be your own intuition. You have a gut feeling that you want to go all forward with this, but others, like I said, are saying other things. So the moon is unfortunately not your friend. That would be your challenge in this situation. Everything's going to be kind of obscured and you don't know if you're coming or going. And that's always hard with emotions too, because emotions really get mucky at times, right? But let's get a card to find out what could help with this situation, with this upside down moon card. Oh boy, okay, that fell out. Got two actually. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we got the Nine of Swords. And this man is clearly disturbed, like right into his subconscious, disturbed and worried. It's generally a card of anxiety and frustration and perceived dangers, because it is more in the subconscious. Doesn't necessarily mean there is danger. It just means that we build up sometimes a situation where it seems worse than reality gives it as it is. So what will help with the confusion is to not get stuck in your head. Don't let your anxiety about what your friends are saying or what anybody's saying to you stop you from having this new relationship, whatever it is, come in, and let your vulnerabilities come through. Absolutely. That's a strong message coming through. And also, you might have a battle of wits with somebody mentally. You see the opponents are walking away with their head down. This person clearly was prepared for battle. And there are clouds in the sky, so there is still some confusion surrounding the situation. But the guy is not walking away, the other guys are walking away defeated. So whatever, and it is swords, so whatever conversation you're going to have with these friends or family members about this new relationship that is coming through, you will be victorious. You'll be like, well, this is why I'm doing this, and this is what I like about them, and whatever case you plead going forward with your friends or family members that question you, they will walk away feeling that that their point, maybe they got their point across, but you were more victorious. You were able to maybe convince them that this is what you want for November. But I feel a seriously strong connection to it's some sort of love relationship. I don't see anything related to business coming through or creative ventures. This is something to do with family, friends, and relationships and new people coming in. And again, Capricorn, though, please, please, please try to let your vulnerabilities shine through, okay? Because again, the card is upright, and it tells me that all systems are go. All right, so I didn't need any real clarifiers for that because that was pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I got my moon of sayings. I did this in my last video, but I took them out, didn't look, and put them in a bottle. I did message in a bottle. Go check that video out if you like this one. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed so far. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I was gonna put my hand in, but instead it just flew out. All right, let's see what your message is. Practice makes perfect. Okay, practice makes perfect. I am going to get a clarifier for that because that could mean a lot from what we just talked about, right? Practice makes perfect. Okay, let's see. Some of you, dear Capricorns, okay, so this is the Nine of Cups, and the guy is very pleased with all his efforts. He stands strong, or sits strong, sorry, in front of all his accomplishments, all those cups. So, and again, because I said this about the vulnerability, it kept coming to me about the vulnerability. Because of the vulnerability, practice makes perfect. With this new relationship coming in, giving of yourself will result in emotional stability, emotional connection, real connection with somebody, not just, all these things that we see online nowadays where people think they're connecting with their, it's very surface level. This will be on a soul level. That's what I'm saying. Like, I saw that there's this spiritual element to it. Again, not necessarily religious, but a serious soul connection with this person. So practice makes perfect with your vulnerability. Continue to try to put yourself out there. And it should be reciprocated. And you might build on something here. You might build on something. And if not, if it's just a situationship, as they say, again, practice makes perfect for the next soulmate that you might come across that you may encounter in your future. Yeah, I get the impression you guys have to really work on being emotionally open with others. You will attract that. If you are emotionally open, you will continue to attract those kind of people in your life. It seems that you're great at hitting those goals. I know Capricorns are great at climbing those mountains when it comes to like your career. Like, you're probably a great friend. Whenever someone needs you, you're always dependable, and you're determined to make whatever goals reached in reality, right? But something tells me this is where you're lacking, and November is asking you, the divine is asking you to work on getting more in touch with your heart, and really trying to expose, and you don't have to expose everything, but don't play your cards so close to the vest, it's not a game of poker, right? It's not like you're playing a game of poker with these people. You're looking to have this connection. So that's what I got so far for November, is working on your soul and your heart. Okay? Okay, so let's get a stone as well. I have a whole bunch in here. I think I have a big one on top. Yeah, I don't want that one because that's my clearing stone. But okay, let's take a look at what chakra might need some help this month. It's my rose quartz. So rose quartz is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I was like, do I see a tinge of white in that? I do. There's a tiny bit of white, but mostly rose quartz. Okay. So again, Rose quartz is pink, and the chakra that is aligned with pink or green is the heart chakra. So again, just keep that in mind, that there's a double message here of connecting with your heart and hoping to receive a soul connection with somebody else for November. And that's great news, guys. I hope you like this reading. Again, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so we're going to get an overall feel for, that one just jumped out, an overall feel for the month of November coming up. Oh, okay. All right. So the overall feel, and this is okay, all right? Okay, so we got the 5 of Cups. So again, cups are emotions and feelings, and he's pretty sad in the picture, and he has a black cloak, kind of concealing the fact that he is feeling a sense of loss of something, emotional loss. Okay, the 3 cups are spilled over, so it is something that is close to your heart. However, there's 2 cups still remaining standing up, so there is not all is lost. There is some sort of lesson in this loss, but there is a sense of sadness and definitely some grief. And of course, there's the bridge and a bridge over to the city. So also telling me you need some time for introspection. You're kind of away from the city, not connected. The bridge kind of connects things, right? So you're going to be pulling probably away. And you know, when it comes to emotions in Aquarius, not your strongest point. Again, you are an air sign, so you're more of a I think things through, not I feel things through. But that is the general feel for November, something that's happening in November. Okay, so let's get you some blessings for November, because that's a rough start, guys. It's a rough start. Okay. There we go. Oh, okay. This is a blessing. This is right away, it's telling me. This is a blessing that this happened. Here is the heart. The 3 of Swords with a heart. So it's definitely hurting your emotions. This is meant to happen. This is going to be very painful. I understand that. I mean, there's the rain in the background. The storm has now come in. You're actually in the storm. Please excuse me. I do have my 1-year-old daughter, so if you hear some noise, it's just my little one. Okay. I'm going to get a clarifier. I understand that this is the emotions, but maybe I can just shine some light. But it is a blessing, as much as it seems like it's not. Nobody likes to feel loss. But this change is important. The Magician. Upside down. Oh boy. Okay, sorry. Here you go. Magician reversed. impression this is somebody. Someone who's very, like, magicians are always fun, right? They're all about illusion and magic tricks and stuff like that. And it can be fun if it's lighthearted, but when it comes to your heart and, you know, like serious relationships and whatnot, you know, no one wants a magician where you never know what the next thing they're going to do is. And like, the bad side of the magician is, you know, cunning and manipulative and, you know, sleight of hand, like, look over here while I'm doing this over here, you know, whatever that means to you. Like, you could probably apply that to whatever this relationship is. But this has to end. I get the impression it's been going on for a while. Something must have come to light, though. We're getting the visual here. Something must have come to light that you're like, now I'm done. This magician person got caught. And usually magicians don't get caught. That's why they're so good at sleight of hand and stuff, right? But they've done something that is that has made you make this choice. It seems to me like you've made this choice to take the loss. But it is a blessing because you're being manipulated in one way, shape, or form. This magician knows you very well, inside out and backwards, and they've used your perceived weaknesses somewhat against you. It seems like that. Or maybe you're also your trusting heart too. Aquarius can be aloof and somewhat cold shoulder sometimes, but they're very trusting and want to be friendly with everybody. So, but somebody's betrayed that clearly because the pain is real. So okay, so I am going to get you a challenge card too for November. So like you got enough challenge on your plate here. Okay, let's see. Okay, the challenge here is not to fight it. This guy is fighting it. He's a non-conformist. He has two different shoes on, and he's fighting alone his battles against everyone else. He's like, I am standing strong with what I believe. You got it this way. So I would definitely say don't fight. I wouldn't fight with this person either because they're very cunning. So somehow you gotta watch that you don't get pulled back into their tactics to get what they want, right? The challenge is not to get involved in a serious fight. Like, not that you shouldn't stand up for what you believe in, but it's just falling on deaf ears, according to this. I do get the impression though that you're like, but I gotta stand up for myself. It seems like you're angry about this too. There's a real, I feel like my feet are burning right now. Like, there's a real like sense of I want to act on, you know, sticking it to them, you know, making them feel what I feel. Here it's saying don't engage. If you've left this relationship behind, or you're in the process of it, keep the course. Stay the course. Don't go back to tell them how you know what they did, or bring it to the light to them that you know who they are, because they're not listening. They're not interested. Yeah, so what can help with this to keep you kind of moving forward and trying not to get too wrapped up in some sort of toxic fight? It's almost like telling you not to be yourself, because this card always kind of reminds me of Aquarius, because the two different shoes, they're a non-conformist, you know. You guys don't like go with what's trendy. You guys don't do what's you know, what is everyone else doing? You're not a sheep, you know. If you were a sheep, you'd be the black one in the middle of all the white, because you just love your uniqueness and standing up for stuff. You guys are kind of like a humanitarian as well, you know. So I'm interested like why it's saying don't, because it's just so against your natural way. And so what it's saying here is, okay, so what will help with this? Why will this help? You got the Knight of Swords and it's reversed. Knight of Swords is Gemini. They're very quick-witted, much like the Magician is. And okay, so good side of Gemini this way, bad, not so good side this way. You see how fast that horse is running? This way as well. Good news and bad news travels fast with Gemini. And also the bad side of Gemini is being two-faced. You never know who you're getting sometimes with them. I'm not putting down Gemini, I'm just saying we all have positives and negatives. But why will Gemini help you with this? Okay, give me a second here, guys. Okay, so you definitely don't want to get down on their level. Okay. This could definitely somewhat backfire on you. Are you guys somewhat, do you guys share the same friend group, perhaps? Or are your families close? Whatever this connection is, it runs a little deeper. Maybe you have the same friends who like, why would, okay, social media, that's weird. Okay, speaking ill of this person will not serve you. I know you're upset and you're very vocal about injustices towards others and towards yourself. But, and I know you want to make things right, but by, because sometimes again, Gemini speaks like they're ruled by Mercury, which is communication, but it's upside down, so it's not good communication, it's blocked. So you might spew out all sorts of things you might regret saying because of some sort of external factor here. Between, there's you guys and then there's this, I don't know if other people are affected by it, but I don't know if there will be some sort of, people will choose sides. There's an external factor anyway, but best to take time to heal for yourself, but not engage. Just don't engage with sharp words, even though it's your natural way, I understand, to stick up for you're a humanitarian, right? Okay, so let's get you a saying. There's a lot of anger towards this magician fellow or female. Okay, let's see. Too many cooks spoil the broth. basically what that is saying is, if you've ever heard this saying, you got a really nice broth you're making, and one person's like, well, I want to add salt. Someone else is like, I want to add garlic. And so far it's sounding good. You got two people working with it, and then someone else is like, you know what, I really would like to add some chicken bones with it. So it still sounds pretty good. You're going with now chicken broth, and then someone goes, I want to throw in nutmeg or cinnamon. When someone else is like, you know what, vinegar too. We gotta get some vinegar in there. And someone's like, you know what, but now it's too sour. I'm gonna throw in some honey. Like, I'm just throwing stuff out there, but basically, by the time everybody's had their say, the broth is spoiled, right? So I feel like it's more again about you. It's not necessarily about this magician person. Like, everybody's adding to what this situation is. You might have lots of friends and family speaking on this situation. And it's okay to take people's advice, but adding your own 2 cents with it, especially towards this magician, could spoil the broth, if that makes sense. It's not necessary. Let everybody else put their opinions into this thing that's being stewed up, right? You don't need to add to it. All you should be really doing, and again, I said this with this card here, go over that bridge and go inward. Introspection is key here. Because you're going to want to put your 2 cents in, and it's just going to ruin your plans. So yeah, hold your tongue. Ruin your plans to just get out of this bad situation. Okay, so this one was a rough one. I feel you guys. Okay, so let's get a stone. Hold that one for sure. Okay. That's my red stone, reddish orange. So again, sacral chakra is the chakra we're kind of dealing with here, and the root chakra. Be very careful with your anger and your actions with the root chakra. And the sacral chakra is where all our emotions are seated. So take time to sort through, because that one is going to be all over the place with this amount of hurt that you're feeling. And I get the impression you guys are more outward with your anger. You let it be known. You're a speaker, you speak up. This is not the time for that in November. I mean, maybe December might be different, but November is introspection, feeling those feelings, even if they're uncomfortable, trying to let yourself grieve that you've been hurt, you know? And also moving forward, but not getting stuck in that petty area where you could spoil the broth, right? Let everybody else put their 2 cents in, you know? And that's what I got for November for you guys. I hope you like this. I mean, I hope you got some clarity, I guess. Nobody likes to hear this, but I hope you got some clarity, Aquarius. And give me a thumbs up if you liked, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay. So we're going to start with this keeps happening even with the other signs I've done so far. We're going to start with a card that gives the feel for the month, okay? The what to mostly focus on for the month. So let's see what you got. Okay, so sweet Pisces. Eight of Swords. What is plaguing your mind? You got a lot of feeling trapped in a situation, caused by some of your own mental thoughts about a situation. Sorry, that's my cat at the door. Something clawing at your door mentally, something clawing or pulling at your sanity, trying to get in, something trying to get in. Okay. Now remember, with this card, the swords are separated. They're not so close together. They're around her and they're threatening for sure. But she has the ability to wiggle through. She can use the swords to just one second. Okay, Rosie. As I was saying, she has the ability to rub the binding rope onto the swords to cut herself free. So you're not as trapped as you let your mind get you. And I understand that with Pisces, because you guys are, you're ruled by dreams and fantasy and creativity and what could be, and you get real lost in your fantasy at times, and that's a wonderful thing. We need people like you for being free within your mind, but it can also be a prison as well. Your fantasies can become nightmares, right? So that's the overall feel for November. Something is plaguing your mind. So let's get a blessing anyway. It's a blessing for you with this Eight of Swords. Spirit, we need a blessing. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is definitely something in your mind, because you got the Five of Swords reversed. And this way, he's like, haha, I've defeated my opponent, whatever they were fighting over. It's usually something mental, so maybe a verbal battle or something like that. But the figure here has won against the opponent, but you got it this way. And because it's a blessing, or sorry, you got it upside down. Did I show you that way? Because you got it upside down, you don't need to fight this battle. This isn't your battle. You're making it your battle. And you're getting this, what if this and what if that, and it's all fear-based. It doesn't necessarily mean it's in reality. It's mostly in your mind. Some of it could be real worries that should be addressed, but you happen to take it to the next level, because remember I said you guys are dreamers, and sometimes you can get caught in illusion though, right? Of this is something that needs to be addressed, but it's this way, it's this much worse than it really is. Remember, fear should be always addressed as false evidence appearing real. We always think something is way worse than when we actually face it. And I know that's hard to hear for Pisces, because they'd rather, stay in, Wonderland with Alice. I get it. I do. But this is telling, this is why this is the blessing. It's saying that this is not your battle to fight in the first place. There's no need to worry about who will win or lose in this situation. You're just, I get the impression you are empathizing with somebody, and it's someone else's battle, and it's now become part of your energy. And that's not fair to you. You need to give that energy back to whoever has something going on in their life. You mean you can support them, of course, whoever it is that it's actually their battle, but it's not your burden to bear. Okay? Okay, so let's get you a challenge. Like, that's not enough, right? Let's just see, what's your challenge for the month of November, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune, that's wonderful. It's a good sign there. So the tides are changing, one way, shape, or form. Because this is a general read, I don't know if it's, the heart, career. I mean, if I did go into it, we'd be here a lot longer. But just know that the tides are about to change, the Wheel of Fortune, and remember to act somewhat swiftly when whatever opportunity comes your way for the month of November. If you're looking for a new job, jump on it. And it comes like out of nowhere, because again, the Wheel of Fortune, it's always turning, so it'll throw something coming at you, and it's up to you to seize the opportunity, whatever it is. But that's your challenge. So I think in your challenge is also to be aware of this this change in your fortune, which is wonderful. It's great. And maybe also because this luck is coming your way, or this shift in energy. I don't always believe that we always have luck. I sometimes believe that whatever energy we're putting out there will come to us. But there's something that you've been looking for, and now you've been granted that opportunity. And maybe it'll get you away from whatever you're dealing with helping somebody out with their own problems. It'll shift your focus. So what will help you with seizing this opportunity to grab this good fortune? Oh, okay. Stop looking forward. This guy's he's got the world in his hand, and he's like, but I'm looking for more. He's like, where do I want to go in the world with this? But you got it this way. So it's saying no need to look too far forward. It's gonna come right to you. Okay, this good luck, this good fortune that is coming your way, that will help you not miss this great opportunity that is so well deserved for you, Pisces. I got this like really exciting feeling for you about, I don't know why, but it's something. Have you been waiting for this for a while? Whatever this is, this turn of events. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, well, that one is the one that flew out. So, have you been waiting to be noticed? Or are you going to get an opportunity to be noticed? Because the star, stars in the sky, you see them and you notice them and you think, wow, beautiful, right? So perhaps this is a love thing where somebody finally notices you, because I know Pisces can be shy at times to fully express their how they're feeling to somebody that they actually care about. But it's not just that. It could be being noticed in your career. But yeah, you've been waiting for some sort of recognition. So that's what I got for that. That's wonderful. But again, don't look too far ahead. It'll come to you naturally. Don't be looking too far that you miss it and it just goes by, right? Okay, so let's get you an old saying to wrap up the reading. This frog is a prince. Oh, how fitting for Pisces, right? This frog is a prince. Okay, so this luck that's coming in, being noticed, like I said. Oh, okay, so it's not something you expected. Because again, it's a frog. So there's a romantic element here. To help with this fortunes, something is coming in, of course, but because I'm getting an impression that it's romantic, don't look too far. You're looking for this image that you've created in your head about a certain person that you're looking for, yet your prince is right in front of you, although it's not the person you expect it to be. You might look at them as kind of a frog, not exactly the Prince Charming you put in your mind. But in reality, they actually are what you're looking for. So that's hard for Pisces, because I know you when you stick to a fantasy that you've built in your head, generally that's what you're looking for. Get a stone for you. Let's see, what chakra needs some attention for November? Green. So again, the heart chakra. Instead of, so I got an idea here. Instead of all this mental anguish about some situation, perhaps this is what it is. You're helping with some situation that's not your battle. But with that, this works for both. Go inward to your heart chakra and take time to, I think, do some breathing exercises are important to alleviate some of this anxiety, and to also remove that energy that you've taken on. Not necessarily close your heart to this person that is in some sort of battle that you want to help them with. You don't have to close your heart off, but close yourself off a little bit to that energy that is causing you so much mental anguish. And also the heart chakra for this new love. Again, stop using your mind about what you want in a prince, and use your heart. Your heart will guide you way better than sometimes our mind does. And again, that goes for the two things that are coming through here for you. And that's what I got so far for your predictions for November 2024. give me a thumbs up if you liked, and hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so we're going to start the reading with a general feel for November. What should Aries be looking out for in November? Okay, that one really wanted to come out. Okay, not your style for sure, but you got the Chariot in reverse. This way, moving forward, not stopping for anything, going head first into things. Excuse me for a second. It wasn't. Pardon me. Okay. Rosie just left. She didn't want to hear this either. So this is a time to completely slow down and basically stop, actually. And take time to go inward for sure. Moving forward impulsively is your thing. It can be your thing. But for November, the general feel is to slow down almost to a stop, if you can. I feel like I'm hearing no. Oh, okay. And let's go right to your blessings. Okay, you've been imbalanced lately. Unbalanced? You feel a sense of imbalance lately. Because the blessing here is you need some time to regain some footing towards whatever you're working on. Things are very, I'm getting the impression, very all over the place. You got a lot of things on the go, and you need to regain your equilibrium for sure. I feel like you got your family to worry about, and some sort of issues with work. I feel like the sun is going down on some sort of career move. Something's ending within some sort of business. Take that as you will. That was just a small vision. Okay. But you got a lot. You're thinking about a lot. A lot is going on for the month of November, but yes, everything is chaotic right now, and you kind of like it a bit, but because you thrive off action and movement, diving headfirst into things, but impulsiveness is not suggested right now. Time to regain focus and structure in your life and balance, okay? Pull on some of that Libra energy. Okay, so the challenge for this month. Oh boy, okay. The Tower. Okay, so you're going to land on your feet. There is going to be, so like I said, there's a lot of chaos going on. I felt that from the beginning there. But you see, these figures are falling on their feet. So whatever this crazy moment is, epiphany moment in your life, because this way, it's just so disruptive of whatever the status quo is. Here, it can be destructive, but you're gonna land on your feet, and it's not as intense as when it's turned the other way, when it's upright. And again, Aries, you guys are very good at, because your planet is Mars, the planet of war and destruction and all that. This is kind of your bread and butter. I'm not saying you're all about war and destruction, but chaos, you can be very cool within a tornado spinning around you. and keep within a Zen-like posture. So that is your challenge, to recognize that there is some sort of chaotic moment that is going to just kind of disrupt everything, and you're going to land on your feet. You're going to be okay. It's not going to be as intense if it was the other way around. I am going to get a clarifier just to give me a little more of the Tower card. Okay, the Lovers reversed. Okay. This is more into their relationships card. Or again, it can be within yourself, some sort of balance. We have a feminine and masculine energy within ourselves, and that could be out of balance. Or it could be within some sort of relationship, but it's definitely either a relationship with yourself where you're at odds with being so out of balance. Maybe your feminine is not getting enough energy. You are more on the masculine side because of Mars, the planet Mars, but it could be your Mars energy is just all out of whack as well, and you need to realign yourself completely. It could be all about you, or it could be within a relationship with somebody close to you. It could be family, it could be a loving relationship, like lovers, like the Lovers card, and it could be friendship as well. This is a general read, so I'm not going to go too far into it, but I'm giving you the gist of where it could land. I don't see anything about career right now, except for the sun, that thing about the sun going down on something, career. Something's ending there. I don't know if you're leaving a job or you're making plans to move up in a company, perhaps. Like whatever the status quo is with your job, something's happening there. This is more about everything is just all over the place. Your relationships, a little bit of career in there. And I think it's more about yourself. And you are the first house, which is the self. So I think I'm getting the idea that introspection is very important in November for you guys. Really take the time to realign yourself. I know this can be the relationship card, but I feel like this is more about you finding your grounding again. And what will help with this Tower moment, let's see here. It's what you need though, whatever it is. Oh, got two. Okay. So I see with the Page of Pentacles, something in the material world, a new start in the material world. Again, this could be work-related, but it's very, very, it's infancy stage because it's the Page of Pentacles. And the figure's in adolescence, so you think it's in the very beginning stages. So there could be some sort of opportunity being presented to you. And maybe that's what this Tower card is saying. It's saying the old, I'm being brought back to the work thing again. The old is kind of phasing out, fizzling out. The sun is going down on this old way, or this old status quo that you've been dealing with, and this new opportunity is coming through. Whatever this is, it seems like you really do want it, and it will present itself to you. However, and this is your bread and butter, you're going to have to fight for it. These guys are all young and ambitious, and goal oriented. They all want the same thing. So you're gonna have to show that how much you do want it, whatever it is. So I'm getting the impression it's a work thing. There is some sort of introspection that's important, and to rebalance yourself. But with regards to this Tower and new opportunity coming through, I definitely see it's more in the work side of things. But you got to fight for it, though. This is saying show your best foot forward for this opportunity. And again, you're great at that. You're really good at getting your hands dirty and going after what you want. That's why you're the ram, right? Go head first into things and you don't quit. But again, take that time in November to slow down, to stop, slow down and then stop, and then regain balance before anything, because this is coming around the corner as well, this opportunity, and you don't want to be unbalanced and not prepared, because this is something you definitely want, for sure. You aggressively want it. Okay, so let's see, what did you get? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Okay, and that kind of ties into the, I get the impression that ties in with the slow down and rebalance yourself, because if you're going and going and going and going and going, and you'll start to burn out, you will find that stress will start to show up as illness in the body somehow. You can only go so far, you know, you can't burn a candle at both ends. You only got so much energy, and I know you have abundance of energy, Aries always does, but you still are a human here on Earth, having a spiritual experience, yes, but you still are human. You're not, superhuman, and just be aware of getting that balance back in your life. Whatever that is, maybe exercise is a good outlet for you. Read a book, take a bath, take whatever it is that you enjoy to do, and take it very seriously in November, because that short period of time where you take that time to go in and really take care of yourself, you'll be ready for this next thing that's coming up in November as well. It's not asking you to take a long time, just to take some time to yourself. Okay, so let's get you a stone. Rose quartz. Okay. Again, heart chakra. Go in. Definitely take time. Maybe even some breathing exercises. I say this sometimes when I see like rose quartz come up, because it's about loving others, but loving thyself too. And I know you're all about the self, being an Aries. That just happens to be the first house and everything. But you know what you want when you want it. I understand all that, but you also have to understand that healing is important too. Taking care of your body is important. Taking care of your mind, all that stuff. So that's just a reinforcer for taking care of your health and getting that balance back. Yeah, and that was a good one. There's not too much emotional drag or anything like that for November. But yeah, it was pretty cut and dry, straightforward. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, we're going to start by getting you a card that has the overall message for November. So what is that, Spirit? What is that for Taurus? Okay, King of Wands. Okay, King of Wands. We're starting off pretty strong with Aries. And a lot of action coming your way. A lot of movement. You got a lot on the go coming for November. A lot of preparation. I see someone going through a list. Going, okay, got that. I'm going like this and going, yep. So I guess you're planning something. But I guess you've done all the planning for in October, or a lot of it, and now November you're going. It seems like we're going on a venture to execute it with tons of action and energy. That's great. You have a lot of energy. So, what are your blessings for November? Let's find out. Okay. Okay, Taurus. What have you gotten away with? This is generally the card of the Seven of Swords. It's the card of deception. And as you can see, underhandedness and getting away with something. Because it's in the blessings position, it doesn't necessarily mean you're deceiving somebody or trying to get away with something. But it could mean you've escaped something by the skin of your teeth. Hear that? By the skin of your teeth. I'm not sure what, but mentally you've moved away from something and you've taken things with you. I'm just gonna get the card. Taking things with you. Taking information with you. Maybe even creative information with you. And now you're going to execute. Perhaps you were in the works of some sort of journey with somebody, and you were in the beginning midst of starting something, and it didn't go as planned. I feel like you might have been in some situation where you trusted somebody, because there's deception here, and you had something really creative that you were working on, and you shared it with somebody because you were going to go down that road with them, and it looks like you got out before things went sour. They didn't have your best interests at heart. They were kind of using you as they saw something special about whatever you were working on, and I don't know why that's coming through, but you got away by the skin of your teeth. You pulled out fast enough of the project before they were able to, I guess, steal from you. That's crazy. There's some, I don't like these feelings. There's treachery and manipulation. But you're moving forward with this whole, remember this whole month's about moving forward. So, but you took this information and this creativity with you before they were able to fully, I don't know, take it with them. It's like you were sharing some sort of treasure with them. I don't know why I'm seeing a treasure box. And they, you saw their true colors. Something shined through that you noticed right away. Your senses, your instinct went up, and it's like you closed the treasure chest and took it with you. So you're moving away from something, and you're moving quite quickly, because again, you got the Aries card, so they think something and they do it, you know. So whatever that was, I didn't plan for that to come out. I thought you had some sort of, because I saw the list. You also had a list. So interesting. Okay, so let's see your challenge for the month of November. Okay. Perhaps your inner strength has been wounded. Taurus, I know you guys are all about the trust, all about the loyalty to others, and you expect it in return. You haven't received that with whatever this deceit is. And it's wounded you inside a bit. Your ego has taken a hit. Your heart is taken a hit. Not necessarily that you were, loved this person, but you still thought of them fondly. And you're also struggling to not lash out at this person as well, I feel. Because she's like trying to tame the beast, right? This way shows that she's taming the inner beast, right? This way is how you got it, and you're finding it very difficult to tame maybe your not so nice side when you're angry, because you guys can be rough to deal with, your temper and your anger when somebody steps over the line of loyalty, Deceit is something you really don't handle well because of how wonderfully loyal you are as a person. Okay. So what can help with this? Your ego's kind of hurt here, and like, how can this be? I would be mad too. Okay, hold on. I got like 20 cards. You don't want to be here all day. Okay. Okay. Another sign got this card as well at the ending of what will help. In this situation, you got to fight for something. I'm wondering if you did get away by the skin of your teeth, but you definitely have a battle going forward. And I guess that's why this Aries energy is coming up. They rule the planet of Mars, which is the planet of war and destruction. I'm not saying be destructive, but you have a battle that you're going to have to fight for in this situation, whatever it is. You're going to have to stand your ground and possibly protect your creative rights. Something about that list of things that you were doing. Okay. Apologize, that's my 1-year-old out there. playing with Daddy. Okay, let's get you up. I feel frustration, like major, it's teetering on anger too. You feel it in like the very gut, lower gut. Watch out for that getting out of control, okay? You have every right to be upset because of this deception, but again, don't let it get the best of you, right? All that glitters is not gold. Okay. I guess this person you thought was something, they definitely were charismatic. There was something about their personality, their looks, I'm not sure what it is, their energy, but they played a good role. I'm getting like a some sort of facade or mask or something over this person, and somehow there was a crack in the mask and you saw through. You are, just so you know, because you're ruled by love and beauty, the planet of Venus, you're very much attracted to things that are aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So all that glitters is not gold. You were attracted to something sparkly about them. I don't blame you, I love sparkles too. But instead of getting gold, what you thought you were getting with this person, when you got close to it, it was, I guess, bronze. Maybe not even bronze. Maybe, I don't know, whatever's lower than bronze. Maybe like a rust. It's just a rusty stone or something like that. But yeah, there's some sort of trickery. I feel it for you. I feel this sense of embarrassment and like just like a, I don't know why I'm pulling on my neck, but something was said to you maybe, and like they definitely deceived you, and there's a sense of embarrassment and shame, although you didn't do it, so I wouldn't know why you would feel something like that. But I get it, like you trusted this person and they definitely did not have your best interests at heart and were looking to do, you know, be self-serving. Anyway, let's get you a stone. Let's move it around a bit. Okay, what's this one? Rose quartz again. A lot of people getting rose quartz for November. I'm assuming, oh, I'm sorry. Mental clarity. It's more of a white, actually. Mental clarity is very important here. White at the very, very top of your chakra, your connection to spirit. It's very important that you pay attention to clearing your energy completely with this, because you're holding on to some toxicity of anger, regret, embarrassment. Your ego and pride is hurt a bit, and it's not serving you. So move forward, like it says, just move forward past this. Bring that Aries energy to whatever you need to defend, and but don't let it get out of control, okay? And again, yeah, you got away by the skin of your teeth with some sort of deception and betrayal. So good for you. Anyways, I hope you liked this. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye. Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so we're gonna get a clarifier card for the month of November. Sorry, an overall feeling for the month of November, not a clarifier. An overall feeling for the month of November. What does Spirit have to say to you about the month of November? Okay, the Hermit. Time for introspection, my friends. Time for a personal journey. Time to quiet the mind. I know that's difficult for you, since sometimes your mind can be on go all the time. You are the sign of communication, so it can be difficult to take time to yourself and quiet the mind. I definitely get it. But that is your overall feel for November. Introspection, self-reflection, searching for some sort of truth, understanding in some situation, or even about yourself. Maybe you're thinking about what's your purpose, your soul purpose, because the Hermit isn't just like looking for answers. It's very deep questions about life and philosophy, stuff like that, Okay, so let's get you a blessing. Okay, your blessing is, well, this fits you perfectly. I was going to say, it says, go slow, but here it's saying go fast. So here's the Chariot. So your one side of, because you guys are the twins, your one side of yourself will be like, I'm going to go in and be introspective and take time to myself. But you also have your other side, which is you're going forward with something. You're moving forward in life, full speed ahead, whatever this is that you're contemplating on. Once you find the answer, absolutely. So while you're looking for this answer in November, once you do have it, it's like it'll hit you like a lightning bolt. That this is the way to go. I want to go down this path, and you will just ride that chariot. That's a great blessing to have clarity of thought. But you got to do that introspection, which you guys are deep thinkers. It's just sometimes it gets, you think so much about so many different things, it can get really messy up there, right? Just got to organize your thoughts a bit and take the time to meditate on what you want. Okay, here we go. So the challenge, I didn't get to say it, but Spirit knows how I organize my cards. Okay, so we got the Two of Swords. Okay, so you're split. This is definitely you guys. One idea that you've had, and this is probably why you need introspection, one idea that you've had has split into two, and the figure in the card is wearing a tourniquet over her eyes, so she can't, her vision is skewed, but she's using more of her instinct to rely on, and she's crossing her heart as well, to rely on, she's relying on her instinct to make this choice, because it's split into two. Wow, you guys process information quickly. It's like, here's the two swords, and it's like all this information. Just words upon words on both sides. It's weird. The way you guys, at least that's the vision I'm getting. You work quickly. No wonder you get the Chariot too. This is your bread and butter. It seems to me like a smooth month for you, because this is all these cards, except for introspection. All this energy seems to be your bread and butter, weighing pros and cons and thinking things out quickly, but making swift action along with quick thinking. Okay, so there is some sort of decision that's split into two. What is it around? I'm just gonna, sometimes I need clarifiers. What could it be around? Okay. Moving forward with some sort of creative venture or moving period. Generally, this is the card of looking forward. You got the world in your hands and you're like, what do I do with this? Where do I go from here? And the figure is looking out to the vast opening of what to do with this energy, what to do with this opportunity. Like I said, the world's in his hand, but there are wands, so it could be a creative venture. It could really seriously be a possible physical move as well. But you have two options here. Not to mention that it's also the Two of Wands, so that's double. Both of them are 2 and 2, so it's split twice. I even feel like I can talk faster when I do readings for Gemini, and get what I'm saying out much clearer. Okay, so what will help with this duality that we're looking at? Okay, so we got the 5 of Pentacles, and this can be alarming to see sometimes because it shows poverty, it shows illness. You know, they're out in the cold and they're dealing with some sort of because it is the Pentacles, it is some sort of material, stricken with some sort of, I wouldn't say luck, but where finances are a struggle, or mental and physical health is a struggle. So recognizing that will help with this decision. What will bring you closer to more stability in your life, and what will take you to more of a poverty-stricken existence. But you have to recognize, that's the thing though, for some reason I feel like you're caught somewhat, even though you're a thinker, you're caught emotionally in the status quo of not wanting to see that this situation is causing you some sort of poverty or physical, mental illness. Okay? Some poverty or physical, mental illness. Or you can have the other option, which is a little more unclear. But you're very aware that you got one option that you're used to and you know, and you have this other option that you're not quite certain on, but willing to take a chance. I know Geminis are, once they do all the pros and cons on a situation, they do act very swiftly. Once they've acted swiftly in their mind about something, then their follow through is quite swift too. You can change like the wind, let's put it that way. But what will help with making this decision is recognizing that which of these situations will bring you more security and stability from in the material world. Like it doesn't have to be finances, it can be a money situation you're thinking about, but it can also be a home situation you're thinking about as well. Because of this moving, like it could mean moving as well. But definitely recognize, I know I'm saying this a couple times, but I feel like you need to hear it a couple times, and you do repeat things somewhat in your mind as well. Like you go back and forth with what you're going to do. Okay, this is a little bit difficult. And also the church behind it is a sign for hope. So there's hope. Maybe you need to reach out for support with, what do you think so-and-so, someone close to you, about me doing plan A, and what do you think of me doing plan B? And that should help in this situation. Let's get you a saying. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. This frog is a prince. Oh my gosh. Another sign got this one as well. And I have so many in here. Oh my goodness, look, I got like at least 50 in there. Anyway, okay. So this frog is a prince. Theirs was more about love. But I'm feeling it's talking about this dual thought in your head. It's now split into two of what to do. I'm thinking the choice that you're not as excited to take is probably the prince. It's not what you expect. It's probably the better option, whatever that is. This frog is a prince. Because again, think about that storyline back in the day where she kisses the frog and he turns into a prince, but she didn't realize that at first because he was a frog, right? She's looking for this prince that she built up in her mind, right? Or he built up in his mind, whatever. Yeah, this situation is not what it appears to be. It might not be the easiest way out either. It might be the more challenging way to go, but it's the right way. But you will find it. That's why you need introspection. That's why you need to go inward and really do your pros and cons, but look deep within yourself. It is the philosophy card, and it's like deep understanding about something. Like the questions of why are we here on this planet, sort of along those lines. But it could be you saying, where am I going in life? And where brings me towards who I want to be and what my purpose is versus what brings me spiritual poverty. It could very well mean that as well. So take it as you will. Again, it's a general read, so I'm trying to give you guys some possibilities of what's coming through to me. But you will figure it out. Do that introspection. And let's get you a stone. Got a bunch of stones. What chakra needs attention in this trying time for Gemini trying to make a choice? It's like a black and white stone. Okay. I don't always know every single stone out there, but I do know when it's black and white like that, this kind of ties in with the pros and cons too. Try not to look at things as black and white from both sides when you're making this choice. This is where the introspection comes in, and because it's white, again, clearing of the crown chakra is important because you got these little black stones of protection, which is good. But you want to wash that away in this situation so that you can think clearly. You want that mental clarity to make this decision. And so cleansing of that energy. And by doing that, just taking time to meditate can do that. Can just give yourself some mental clarity to think of nothing and just meditate on what it is. Like get rid of, oh, I'm worried about work, or I'm worried about my family, I'm worried about what I'm going to wear tomorrow, whatever it is. Let that wash away and just focus your energy on this. And that should help you with this situation. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. Please give me a thumbs up. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay. So first we're going to start with a card that kind of gives us a feel for the month, what to look out for. So Spirit, what should Cancer look out for November? Okay. Oh, almost lost it. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're starting off pretty good for the month of November. The star, and it's upright. People are going to be paying attention to you. Okay. So I'm getting some impressions that you've been very helpful lately in some active service to others. And people have noticed, let's put it that way. You're going to be getting some recognition and pretty much kind of put on a pedestal. And this is well-deserved, Cancer. I'm getting, you guys don't ask much of the people around you, yet your nurturing quality, it's definitely not going unnoticed, and I'm not sure if there will be a reward, not that you're looking for it, but with recognition sometimes, you know, if it's work, let's say, your boss notices all the great efforts you're doing in whatever business you're part of, and like, I want to give you a promotion, or I want to give you more responsibility, but I want you to be compensated for your efforts. That was just for work, but it just seems like overall, you've been of service everywhere, like in your work life, in your home life, in your friendships. You've just extended yourself, and yeah. And your reputation is, you're a star in the sky. People are in awe of the amazing things you do. And that's a great start to November. So let's get you a blessing. This is a blessing, but that's the overall feel for November. Let's get you a blessing. Wow, I feel a sense of comfort, like that there are, whoever's watching this, that there are people out there like you that extend yourself in such a loving way, you know? Not that I didn't know that, but that's just what's coming through, is purity of soul. Like you really are of service to others, to help them as whatever way you can, you know? But you do it in such a special way, like no two stars are aligned in the sky, and no two stars are alike in the sky. They're aligned sometimes, but no two stars are alike. So the way you go about your service is unlike no other. You have a special blueprint of how you go about your helpful ways. Okay, so let's get into a blessing. It was like a nice warm hug. That's what it felt like. reading the star, because, okay, so let's get you a blessing. Okay, so we got the King of Cups. Very fitting for you since you are Cancer. So I assume that you're in your element this November. You're feeling yourself, and you should, because you're going to be, it'll be known to you. You will feel it. You will know it. People will be coming to you and actually telling you thank you, like lots of gratefulness and thankfulness. And your blessings okay, so since you've got the Cancer card and you are Cancer, like I said, that this seems to be your month. But also, like, you definitely probably know your not so good side, which can be, you know, moodiness and unpredictability, and your emotions can be flow pretty harsh, like the harsh seas during a storm. But you're also very nurturing, very loving, one of the most caring signs of the zodiac. And I guess your blessings is somebody is going to show you that in return. What you've been putting out there is now returning to you. Emotional stability, like I said, what you represent. Emotional stability when it's upright. Nurturing, that motherly instinct that most mothers have, you know, like to take care of family and friends and make the world a better place, you know. So that's wonderful. And like I said, I get the impression this is what you've been doing, and it's coming back to you tenfold in November. And wow, like this is a great reading so far for you guys. I'm really happy. So, not to put a damper on all that, but let's get you a challenge for November. Okay, Spirit. I just feel a sense of relief and happiness, and again, like a warm hug. It's still kind of there. Okay. So, Queen of Cups. This is the Scorpio card. And it's upright, and so all the great qualities of Scorpio. Oh. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, so the challenge here as well, like there's all this good feelings, right? And with the Scorpio upright, Scorpio definitely likes their space at times, right? And I think I'm getting the impression you need to take some time to pull back a bit, though. You've been giving so much of yourself, and that's wonderful, but you need some time to take a step back and dive deep into your own psyche. Psychologically, what's going on within your own mind. I don't see anything wrong, but I get the impression that there is some time needed to get in touch with your inner child. There's something that's very near and dear to you, because, okay, the Queen of Cups is holding this chalice, and she looks at it, you know, with protection, and like she guards it with her, you know, whole existence in life. So there's something very like very close to your heart, that's very personal to yourself. You don't necessarily have to share it with anybody. I just am picking up that something within your inner child is asking to be remembered. Something to do with how helpful you are with other people. There's something about you that you've always had about yourself that you hold very close and dear. You're almost possessive over it, and you haven't really showed it to the world in a way, but it has something to do with this nurturing side of yourself that's coming through. It's telling me to tell you that. Spirit is telling me to tell you that you must address this thing you hold close to your heart. You're very sensitive about it, and you might be a little nervous to let, I guess, others know about this. It could be something that is a creative talent of yours, a hidden talent that maybe you don't share very often, but it's asking to be released out into the world. Share this with people. Sorry, excuse me. Very much express yourself. And it is an inner child thing. It's something from, we all have these things that we were born with, right? That we might not even realize we were good at. We just naturally were drawn towards it when we were kids. And then as you get into adulthood, you get pressured to find yourself, and you pick something that you think you're good at, and you go with it. But we have so many other hidden talents or forgotten passions from our childhood, and sometimes it comes through later in adulthood, and you are aware of this inner child talent that you have. You are aware of it. It's just and other people see it too, but now it's time to let it out. And I understand that Cancer can be sometimes, because you guys have a shell. You are the crab. You're very protective of yourself and your vulnerabilities. You don't just let them out to anybody. I get that. But this is something that you're protected from bad energy. Spirit is, you are now protected and can trust to let this part of yourself be known. Okay, so let's get you a card that'll help with showing this special part about yourself. What will help with this Queen of Cups? This challenge. Oh my goodness. What did we get here? Knight of Cups. Okay. So, Knight of Cups is Pisces. Interesting. We got lots of water going on here. You got the whole shebang. You got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, and all in a row. That's very interesting. Okay. So what will help with this Queen of Cups is the Knight, which is Pisces, which they are all about their dreams, their fantasies. Let those dreams come to fruition. bring them down into reality. Fall in love. Like Pisces is the romantic sign, or one of the romantic signs. Fall in love with this part about yourself. Don't be so worried about what everyone else thinks, because everybody already sees and thinks great things of you. And great things are to come if you are to let these dreams come forward. I kind of want a little bit more of a clarifier, because okay, so we got like, fall in love with yourself again. That's what I'm hearing. Fall in love with yourself. You're so well deserving of this too. Okay. Okay. This is a very direct message, this one. Okay, so this is the apathy card upright. It's reversed. I'm not sure if in the past you've been stifled to show this part of yourself that is so loving and nurturing. It's a powerful part of yourself, but I'm getting the impression that you've hidden it away because you have been vulnerable with other people and you have shown this side of you, and you've been knocked down or burned before, and then you just kind of come into an apathetic and sad kind of stance. You know, you're like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I knew I shouldn't have revealed this about myself like enough times, because this card wouldn't come up if you hadn't felt some sort of feeling bad about yourself. The apathetic side. It's saying don't feel bad about yourself, this part about yourself. Maybe it's quirky, so you're like, I don't want to be made fun of or something. But you've been knocked down before, and I get that, why you would be. People are afraid of loving and supportive people that aren't looking for anything in return, that just do it because they're that's in their soul. And people don't always understand that, you know, so they want to knock you down to make themselves feel better. So just keep that in mind. This was a very nice reading. It was pretty clean cut. But just enjoy your November. Absolutely enjoy it. But okay, so let's get you a saying. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is somewhat helpful, I would say. Out of sight, out of mind. At first I was thinking, what first came to me was the fact that you're like, because you're so used to hiding this nice, beautiful part of yourself, all these nice things that people are seeing about you and thinking about you, you're like out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to reveal any more than I have to, you know, but also I take this out of sight, out of mind. You could be saying that because of your insecurity, but the apathy card, out of sight, out of mind. If you don't let what has burned you in the past about sharing this special side of you, if you keep that out of mind, you should be able to release yourself, feel free to fully embrace that inner child part of you that is so beautiful, so innocent, that's crying out for a hug from you, you know? Yeah, that happens in life. We tend to reject parts of ourselves just so we can feel comfortable and fit in. But don't let that be your reality. This is the time to embrace that side of you. Okay, so my clearing stone, let's get rid of it. Let's get you a stone that'll help with what chakra for November for Cancer? Okay, Cancer. Let's see. The cat's eye. Tiger cat's eye, I believe. It's like a brownish goldish color. It's protection. Like I was saying before at the beginning of the reading, I felt Spirit was saying, you are protected now. And definitely the tiger's eye represents protection. That side of you that is so pure and so beautiful part of your personality is protected. It is a softer and more loving part about you, and an innocent part of you, but it is protected by your guides, the angels. Spirit wants you to know that you are protected. Please go forward with trying to embrace this part of you that's been kind of snoozing for a few years, you know? Okay, I hope you loved this reading, and please give me a thumbs up if you did, and I hope to see you in the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye. Leo, welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. All right, so we're gonna start with getting a card that represents the feeling of November, or what to look out for. Just get a general idea. Okay, Spirit, general idea for Leo. Okay, so we're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles, which is new material opportunities. So this could be career. It's of a practical nature because we're working with the pentacles, which are have an earthly quality about them. I feel like you've built to yourself, if you look at this card, your own little oasis or sanctuary here in the bottom, kind of away from the rest of the world, outside yourself. It's very special and near and dear to you, whatever this is. Maybe it could be your home life as well. It doesn't have to just be career. Any kind of earthly pleasure. Okay. Yeah, you're going to get some sort of opportunity to benefit you. I feel like, I don't know if you have a small business or you're thinking about it, but there's a start to something. You've already created some sort, like I said, some sort of oasis for yourself, and now something is coming in. Maybe you need a little money to help you with what you've already created. But just be aware of that for the month of November. Something is, a hand from the sky is coming in and giving you an opportunity. Doesn't mean you have to take it. I'm just saying that it's quite a big opportunity. Somehow I feel like this is not what you expected, or not going to be expecting this. It might not even be what you really want. Just keep that in mind. It's unexpected, and again, I don't feel like you are 100% sure in November if this is what you want. Okay, so let's get you a blessing for November. Gosh, I might go back and get a clarifier because there's something there. Okay, so blessing. Oh my goodness, your blessing went flying. Okay, let's see. Okay, that might be why you're unsure. Okay, that makes some sense. Alrighty, so we got Temperance. And here she is balancing between the cups, the water. And she has 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water. So everything about this card is generally speaking on balance, regaining it. I'm getting the impression your masculine energy needs some work. There's a triangle on the angel's chest, which represents more masculinity, and an inverted triangle is more feminine, representing the womb. But for whatever reason, it's coming through saying this side is lacking. So maybe, okay, so that's why this might be a little unclear as if you want this opportunity or not. Because again, I feel like the masculine side is generally masculine side is action, going forward, and the feminine is more intuitive and passive and thinking on it versus action, and yeah, so just a side note to work on balancing your masculine side, which is again taking action in some sort of whatever this is that's coming up in November. You don't have to take this opportunity, I'm not saying that, but kind of staying in the middle, saying do I take it or not, will not serve you. It's coming through strong on my side, or whatever, that this side needs attention. The balance needs attention. Okay. So angels are going to help you with that in November. Your blessings. Okay, so let's get you a challenge for November. Okay, Leo. Got it. It almost fell. Okay. Maybe I should sit forward. I swear sometimes when I'm thinking and I'm asking, okay, what about this or that in my head, to shuffle the cards, they just fly out eventually. Okay. Knight of Cups. Here you go. Knight of Cups. The challenge. Okay, so don't get wrapped up in your fantasies and illusions, okay? Because the Knight of Cups is Pisces, but it's reversed, so not all the great qualities of them, they get so lost sometimes up here in the clouds, right? In our thoughts and our imagination, and that, again, that's great to have. That's why I'm saying I feel like this masculine side needs attention. Because you definitely have a lot going on up here, which is great. You got ideas about whatever this little oasis is that you've created so far. You're like, I can do this, I could do that, but it feels like you got to come down to reality and take some action in November, whatever that looks like. get something a little more concrete, because not only are everything kind of staying stagnant, being unbalanced can be really hard to move forward with whatever it is that you're working on, you know. So work on bringing some of that energy up here down to reality, okay? And okay, so let's see what will help with that. Besides me saying it, let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, Spirit, what will help? Help Leo stay out of too much fantasy and fun. And I got the impression, because it is around Christmas time, watch out for too much having fun, like going to parties and stuff. Like, have a good time, but don't get lost in party mode. For some reason that's coming through. Enjoy yourself, but with discretion and moderation. No one wants to hear that over Christmas, but for whatever reason. Okay, so what will help? What will help, Spirit? Okay, let's see. Okay. So I'll show you the card, Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio. Okay, so all the good qualities of Scorpio. You got, just give me a second. Right, is that... Okay. Keep your eye on the prize. Scorpios are very passionate creatures. They definitely, when they're focused on something, you know, it's very hard to deter them. And like I said about being in the clouds and like having a maybe party time too much, just be aware that you want to keep your eye on the prize about whatever this is for November. I just want to get a clarifier. Keep your eye on the prize. Stay loyal to it too. Whatever it is that you're doing, don't abandon this project. Okay. Okay, so Scorpio is the sign also of death and rejuvenation, or rebirth, I should say. They deal with things that are more of the darkness, and at least their psyche is kind of like that. So, and it's funny, the 10 of Swords is coming up, and this can be an alarming card to get, because the guy is being stabbed in the back 10 times, and you know, there's not much hope in that picture. Like, it's all dark up here. There's a tiny bit of light in the middle here of hope, but something is going to come to an end. Emotionally. Okay. A piece of whatever this is that you're working towards. Seems like it's going to fall away for the new to come forward, to come through. Something about this creative little oasis that you've built for yourself. It can be anything, whatever you're, if you're a painter, if you're even if you're an interior designer, even if it's your home life, whatever it is that you put energy and effort to, it's not going to fall away. That's why I said keep the course, whatever you're working on. But something has to end. A part of this has to end. I don't know if you're in a business with somebody and the partnership will end. I don't get that impression, but something that's not working anymore is going to end in regards to this. Okay. I don't get a sense that you're too worried about that. You kind of already knew that you need to shed your skin like a snake. When it comes to this, it's just naturally going to happen. So that's all good. That sounds good. Okay. So let's get you a message. What did we get there, Leo? Okay, a watched pot never boils. Okay, so this kind of goes back to what we were talking about the masculine side. Finding that balance between your thoughts and your actions, right? I guess if you never heard of that saying, if you've ever boiled water to, make craft dinner or something, sitting there, you're gonna be like, oh my god, like 10 minutes could feel like an hour, but going and doing something else and coming back, your water's ready, right? So again, stagnation is not going to serve you for November. You don't need to take time to think it through anymore. Action is needed. Work on that masculine side of yourself. If you need to be more aggressive with what you want to do, if you need to have a little more confidence in yourself, build yourself up. You're Leo. You naturally have, self-confidence, to be honest. So this shouldn't be hard for you if you're like, I'm not sure what I want to do. You are the lion, the king of the jungle. So you naturally are prideful of whatever you're doing. And let's get you a stone though. I'm kind of curious of what chakra is in need of attention. This one here for sure. Okay, white. Need to clear the top of your chakra, okay? Because it's kind of a mess up here. It's not a mess. I don't want to say that. It's kind of it's scattered. All the thoughts and ideas are stopping you from making moves, right? And you want to make moves in November. So taking the time to clear out and meditate, if you do meditation, it would be great for you to do some of that. If you don't do meditation, even some grounding work with your feet can help get yourself grounded enough to move forward with the next steps in November. Okay, I hope that was helpful. It was kind of, I'll tell you, it was kind of blocked a little bit. I wanted to know more, but it wasn't necessarily coming through. I was just told exactly what I see. Because I feel like there's a lot of energy going on up here and it needs to kind of be filtered through, you know? But you will find your way. Just take some time to sort things out in your mind, and then take your next steps in November, okay? I hope you liked this, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one, okay? Take care of you. Bye. Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so we're going to get you a general idea of what November is going to bring for you. Okay, so we're starting off strong. You know what you want because it just came flying out. I mean, I read all the time and these cards come flying out, but this one didn't even let me finish my sentence. Okay, so... So, Seven of Cups reversed. I feel like you don't have many options with regards to something, an emotional situation. You're feeling like I got this one option. Ooh, I got a vision of some sort of tunnel, like you got tunnel vision almost. Surrounded by with some anxiety for sure about almost like a little bit trapped too, because if you see this card, he's got all these ideas of I could go this way, I could go that way. I mean, they're all different treasures, but I mean, this is a metaphorical thing for directions, right? Yeah, okay. And I'm feeling that you wish you had more of a choice in some matter, but it feels like you're almost cynical about it too. Like, nope, this is what I have to do. I don't have a choice. This is the only way out. Okay, so that's the general feel for November. But don't worry, we'll get you some blessings. We'll see what Spirit has for you. Blessings for Virgo. Their mind feels a little trapped. Okay, what do we got blessing wise? Okay. We got the Queen of Swords upside down. Okay, so I feel like a tightness in the middle of my back. I don't know, do you guys struggle with back problems? Or maybe this decision is causing you to tense up because you're feeling the stress. Okay, so Aquarius reversed. Aquarius reversed is, aloof, and they tend to go inward about things when they're feeling somewhat bitter about something. They're definitely the lone wolf. As friendly as they are, and they actually are the sign for friendship, like they make very good friends. They tend to be a lone wolf. They tend to need space and time. And Virgo, you can relate to this. When something is upsetting, you tend to need to think on things, be methodical, practical, you know, write out lists. Some Virgos write out lists, you know, and what's the pros and cons. And your blessing is, I think, that you will get some time to yourself about this tunnel vision that you're having about one way, only the one way out. Yeah, that bitterness, there's some sort of, I don't know if someone has treated you or mistreated you, but there's definitely, I feel almost like a cold wave come over, like you're kind of isolating, and you feel kind of cold towards this person, even though you might be in the same room. It's like you're somewhere else, you know. You're like a hologram of yourself. That's really weird. I saw like a hologram, two people sitting on a couch, and there's like a hologram of you, but you're off in, like, your mind is off somewhere else. Okay. Maybe you feel forced into a situation, and like there's only one option. Okay. I might get a clarifier for that after, but okay, so what's your challenge? Oh! Something you don't see coming, that's for sure, is your Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune's about to change. So whatever this is that you feel trapped about, you're going to get something. Your luck, basically your luck's about to change. Even though I don't always fully believe that luck just, you know, happens sporadically. I believe that whatever we put out, we get back, in a sense. Sometimes, yeah, you know what, sometimes God does give us, you know, miracles do happen, you know, so you can take it whatever way you personally do, but your luck's about to change, something you don't see coming. And I say this to every person I do readings for. When this card comes up, be aware though that the Wheel of Fortune doesn't stay stagnant at all. It continues to move. Whether you see this opportunity or not, it'll just continue to go. It doesn't wait for anybody. So try not to get too stuck in this tunnel vision, because you might miss it. And I try to emphasize that every time that card comes up, because and it might not come as what you expect either. It might not come as what you expect. But your luck's about to change in this situation. So I guess the challenge would be to stay out of that tunnel vision so you can see this opportunity coming. All right, and I'm gonna get a card from Spirit to clarify what will help. Not miss this great Wheel of Fortune coming for you. Okay. Take action. King of Wands, Aries. Jump out of your comfort zone. Definitely don't, because I know you guys are thinkers, okay? Virgo, very methodical, practical, has to feel that there is some sort of order before making a move. They make very strategic steps, I understand that, but this is not a time for that. Because this will become abundantly clear to you that this is your ticket of help, whatever it is, away from feeling that you only have one option. A little bit of Aries energy is what you need, and they tend to be impulsive. And I know that can sound horrible, right? Like, what do you mean just go head into it first? Like, if you think about it, they are also they represent the rams, right? And if you think about the rams, they go head first into anything. They don't really fully think before they act. And that isn't always a good thing, but you didn't get it in reverse. You got it upright. So a little bit of action before fully thinking it through is okay in this situation. And like I said, you won't be just acting, foolishly, because this will become abundantly clear to you. It's coming to you, like right to you. You don't have to go searching or researching or what Virgos do, plan for it. It's sporadic. It just, the universe intervenes, and we either accept what comes our way or we don't, right? So that's what I'm getting for this reading so far. And I know there's some anxiety. I do feel a little anxiety coming from you, but also some bitterness. So I wonder if this is a relationship issue. I mean, it is the cups, so it's something emotional. And you've been emotionally invested too. But anyway, let's get you a saying. Let's get you a good one for Virgo. Okay, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so because of this tunnel vision, right? I guess put that aside and just kind of let life live. You know what I mean? Out of sight, out of mind. Stop thinking that this is the only way that this has to go, because again, the universe, spirit, it's talking to you. It's saying this isn't the only way. There's going to be some sort of blessing with your fortune that is going to make it easy for you to just dive in and make that choice. So again, with the negativity and the bitterness, put it aside, because it's clouding your judgment right now. It's frustrating, and I understand you're trying to make sense of a situation, but you don't want to miss this, because you're like, this is the only way. There's some other way that you don't see yet, and it is going to change your perception if you let it, right? If you let it. Okay, so we're going to get you a stone. This one. What's this? Oh, okay. The red tones of the earth, the earthly stone. Again, I don't remember every single stone. That is something on my journey I need to work on a little bit better. But I'll tell you right now, it's red with a little bit of gray. So I don't know if you can see it. It's quite small, but take this action, because it is red, but your red chakra is what is needing attention in November. Action, 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 but earthly action, because there is this like grayish brownish color. The red is kind of mixed in with some browns and some grays, which is really earthly tones, right? Okay, yeah, you need to get grounded. Exercise to get rid of some of this bitterness and it might be able to just loosen you up a bit, and especially with that middle back area. It's causing you some grief. I don't know if you actually can feel it, but it's within this area of the back that I felt it. It's like within, I guess, the heart chakra and a little bit of the solar plexus that's plaguing you. So again, take some time to exercise, get the blood flowing, get that negative energy removed from your from your system, you know, so that you can be firmly planted in the material world, you know, Mother Earth, being firmly planted, and then you'll be able to receive this new Wheel of Fortune coming in for you. Okay. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, can you please give me a thumbs up? And I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, Virgo, take care. Bye. Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so Libra, we're going to get a card. We're going to start with a card that gives us a general understanding of what to look out for November. Okay, so Spirit, what does Libra need to look out for? Okay. Okay. Fast, swift information coming in. Changes in the air, for sure. Even some creative change too, perhaps, but a lot of information coming at you. So be prepared all through November. In all aspects of your life, you're getting information about all sorts of things coming in. Work, there might be some change up at work. Whatever creative venture you're in, there might be some new ideas coming to fruition, coming to light anyway. You're going to be moving a lot this month. You might feel like you've been missing being at home with loved ones or visiting friends. You got a lot on the go for November, for sure. More than most of us do in November, you know, getting Christmas gifts and whatnot. It's not necessarily about that. It's you just have a lot on the go for November. So just a side note, make sure you take a small amount of time to just enjoy being at home, because you're gonna be out and about, my friends, out and about. Okay, so we're gonna get you a blessing for November. A nice blessing for Libra. Yeah, you've been working hard. Get that impression for sure. Okay, the Hermit. Okay, so like I said, you're gonna be busy with all sorts of stuff going on. And here's the Hermit, and you see he's kind of the lone wolf. He travels alone, but generally the blessing is here, time to yourself. You know, Spirit will recognize how busy you are and say, hey, I'm going to give you some time to just go inward and have a nice deep conversation, because you guys are great with being social, but being social with yourself. Have a nice conversation about what's important to you, like real soulful talk with yourself. Like I said, it's not just like, hey, so what'd you have for dinner the other night with friends? It's going to be like a real like soul connection with your inner self, and that's lovely for November. You know, you need that. Because when we're always on the go like this, we kind of lose our identity in the mix of the hustle and bustle of everyday life, right? So I'm glad to see that will be your blessing. Okay, so let's get you a challenge. Since all this energy is coming in, what will be the challenge for you? What's Libra's challenge for November? Okay. got the Seven of Cups. Another sign got this as well, but theirs was this way. Yours is upright. Okay. Because of all this energy coming in, all these choices and ideas, you have a lot of options coming your way. You have a lot of ideas coming in. Like I said, I feel like you're getting all this energy coming at you, and you're gonna have to like take everything and just narrow it right down in your mind. You're gonna have to go, okay, I don't like that one. I don't like this idea either. But I like that one. I'll take that. I'll take a little bit of that. You're going to be picking and choosing what works for you. Spirit seems to be, I feel like there was a dry spell for you guys, maybe in the last few months, of just the same old, and there's nothing wrong with that. Regulation and routine can be very, make you feel very secure and give you safety. But the status quo needs to have a shakeup. I don't know if you guys eat salad, but I'm getting like a vision of like you're putting a different dressing on your salad. I think it's metaphorical, but I mean, maybe you enjoy salad, like that's your thing. But it's like you're mixing up something new. You're like, I need a new flavor. I'm so sick of Caesar. I want to try something crazy different, like French. So that's interesting. I don't know why it was salad, don't get me wrong. I do get metaphorical visions. So yeah, I think the message here is mix. You need a mix up. You need to try something different. You're kind of sick of the status quo. And that's coming for you. That is absolutely coming for you. But you got to make choices. So that's the challenge. You're going to be thrown a lot of stuff your way, but to make the choice. And that can be difficult for Libra at times, because some of your weakness is the fact that you can be very indecisive. And not only that, you guys are so wonderful to everybody around you, you also take into consideration how it affects others. If you pick this situation, if you don't pick another, how does that affect your friends and family while you are making choices, you know? So, but you must make choices though. That's the challenge. Don't just let all this energy and information that you kind of been asking for, stay in the clouds, right? Okay, so what will help with this? I always put my 2 cents in, but let's hear what Spirit's guidance and direction for you. What will help with this challenge? Okay, so we got two things coming through here. Okay, so we got the guys in this, all 5 of them are young, fierce young gentlemen, right? And they're all fighting for the same thing. They're all testing each other's strength. Can they, is their stick stronger than the opponent's, you know? Who will win this and be the last one standing? And there's some aggression in here, yes. Of course, it's all metaphorical. So, whatever the choices it is you are going to make, don't kind of, sit on the fence about these things. Make your choice. Walk through that door. Don't get halfway through the door and then say, don't be indecisive. Be aggressive. Be strong about your choices when you do make them. It's okay to take into consideration what's the best choice. That you guys are thinkers. You're an air sign. That's just how you are. You will feel and think what is the best course of action, right? But once you do, aggressively go after it, right? And okay, we got the apathy card, Four of Cups. See, he's getting a magical hand is offering him a solution to something, and he's got his arms folded, and he's like, I don't want your help. I'm more focused on the cups in front of me. Okay, I don't. So to go after this aggressively, don't be afraid to notice if somebody can help you get where you want to go. Don't be like, I've got this, I know what I'm doing, this is my choice. Like, it is your choice, but there is going to be some sort of interference from somebody who's going to offer you a little bit of an extra hand while you're making these choices that are coming up. And again, don't be so stuck in your ways and being like, no, I got this. I know you guys are an independent sign, but every so often, there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of guidance or support or help from an outside source, okay? And so that was very straightforward. Happy for you guys that was straightforward. Okay, so I'm gonna get you a saying. Mix these up. I got like 50 of them in here, but okay, let's get one deep below for Libra. Okay. A penny saved is a penny earned. Okay, so also watch your finances in November. Reevaluate your relationship with your finances. If you spend it as fast as you earn it, it's like you never had it in the first place, right? Don't be squandering what's coming your way. This also has like a broader vision here than just your finances. All these opportunities that you're going to have, all this information coming at you, right, is a lot. And again, take it, each choice, take it in and really appreciate and yeah, there's a sense of gratitude. I don't know, maybe because of the apathy card, but a sense of gratitude that these things are coming your way. So be appreciative of these things that are coming your way, and don't try not to squander them. It's hard when lots of energy is coming at you, and you're like, which way do I go, right? But just don't squander what is coming your way, if that makes sense to you guys. Savor. I know it says saved, but savor the opportunity. Savor that you're getting this coming from spirit, But also understand from a different point of view here, you've earned this. something that you've been doing is trying to throw enough stuff on the wall to see what sticks. It seems to me like, before November, that's what you've been doing. And you're putting a lot of effort out. And because of that, I've said this before, I feel like we're like magnets. Whatever we put out, we get back, or like boomerangs, whatever way you want to take it. And now, all that you threw on the wall, a lot of it actually has stuck. So now you have to kind of feel gratitude that the universe has responded to give you opportunity. That's just a small reminder, that's all. Sometimes we do need to, I try to be grateful every day. I really do. I try to go out of my way, but sometimes I get lost in the days and I get stressed out and I'm like, why is this happening? And and I have to realign and be grateful for what I do have. So again, just a small reminder when all this is coming at you, be appreciative of what works for you, and the stuff that doesn't, that's okay. Just let it go and move forward. Okay, so we'll get you a stone. It's a good stone. And also have a one-on-one with spirit. Just say to spirit, because this is also a very philosophy card. It's a very deep card. Really have one of those while you're going inward as well. Maybe have a connection, like a talk with spirit. I don't know why that came through, but raise your concerns. Talk about what you're grateful for. Talk about your fears. There's an element here, like I got all wrapped up in this when I was talking, but it did remind me just now that there's an element of deep soul searching and questioning and spirituality coming your way in your quiet moments. And I know, like I said, you're going to be busy in November, but in your quiet moments, because you will be granted them, be open to hearing when you do talk to spirit. You might find answers that you didn't necessarily bank on that were coming your way. Okay, so the stone is green. So the heart chakra. Right? Because we can get so lost when it comes to all this coming at us, right? Sometimes use your heart to guide you. I know you guys are thinkers, I mentioned that. But this is where going deep inside and saying, what do I really want? Because I'm being granted these options and I have the free will to make a move. What is it my soul truly is looking for in November to make me feel whole? What will make me happy? Because you deserve it, Libra. You've been working hard. You've been throwing a lot of crap at the wall, right? And well-deserved energy coming back. Okay? I hope you guys liked this reading. If you did, would you give me a thumbs up? And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Bye. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so we're going to start with getting a card that will give us the general idea of what's going to happen down in November. What's going down in November? So Spirit, let's get us started. What is Scorpio to look out for in November? Okay. Okay, so Five of Swords reversed. going to win a battle, 100%. However, whatever it is that you're fighting for, it's coming through that it's not the victory you were hoping for, you know? It's like when you win a race or something and you're like, yes, I did it. And then for some reason you're like, why am I not feeling that sense of accomplishment? It's like I fell short even though you didn't, you know? You ran that 5K. I'm using that as an example, but I just saw a vision of someone running to the finish line. And I get the impression it's like, not what I was expecting. And it's not that you didn't work hard for it, but it's not the victory you were looking for. So there's just a sense of, I know November is your season, or half of it is, but it's just kind of a monotone month, which is okay too, because it's crazy in November, is it not, when we're getting ready for Christmas? But I don't get any feeling of overexcitement or sadness either, just kind of monotone, just Okay, so blessings. Okay. Nine of Swords. It's a nightmare card, and it is frightening. The guy is waking up anxiety-ridden about something in his subconscious mind that has woken him from his sleep. And clearly, the subconscious is trying to grab this person's attention to some matter that it's gone on long enough. We generally get nightmares because our subconscious is trying to bring something that is bothering us to light. And the only way to really do that is to make it so intense that we can actually wake up sweating and heart racing and panic, Okay. But this has been on your mind for a while, for sure. I also have a lump in my throat. Is there something you're not saying? Whatever it is, because it's a blessing, it's coming to light for you of what is bothering you and how to deal with it. If it was reversed like this, I'd be like, the nightmare's over, you figured it out. But it's not. It's very fresh and in your mind and very present. It's not in the past, and it's not dealt with. It's not in the future. It's right in the present, and it is raw and very intensely there. Which, with Scorpio, intensity is your bread and butter. I say that a lot. Bread and butter. It just generally means this is your thing. But that's good that you're finally going to understand whatever it is your subconscious mind has brought to your attention or continues to bring to your attention. Maybe that's why this card is falling somewhat short. You know what I mean? Maybe this victory, because it isn't what you expected it to be. Something about the reason why this this was not the victory you were hoping for is because your energy wasn't fully engaged in this project, whatever it was, or this relationship. I'm not sure, it's a general read. You haven't won this battle, whatever it is, because you haven't addressed this fully on just yet, and that's why it's a blessing for November, because you will finally get some clarity as to what you're missing. So maybe next time when you come around to this challenge again, whatever it is, you will be able to feel that real sense of wholeness and victory over this journey you've been on and this challenge that you've been faced with. But this needs to be addressed, 100%. Okay, that took a minute to come through, but I got it. Okay, so let's get you a challenge for November. Not that that's not enough. I've said this a few times, but because other people in different signs have had some hard things to deal with in November as well. Let's get you a challenge. This is good. I know it's kind of hard to deal with because uncomfortable energy is never easy to deal with, but it's coming to light so you can move forward, you know? And you don't have to repeat this nightmare anymore, you know? You'll be able to identify it. Okay, the challenge. The Empress. Getting in touch with your intuitive, your creative, your feminine side. Scorpios are definitely very strong feminine energy for sure. But this again, this would be your thing as well, because you have this mysterious and passionate feminine side just by being Scorpio. But as you can see, the sign for feminine is below. You need to get in touch with your intuition and nurture it. And this is also the motherly card too, a motherly energy. The Emperor is more of a masculine, more fatherly figure card. This is a motherly figure card. So taking on the energy of like whatever you perceive to be a mother figure, you know? And almost to address this nightmare, you almost have to think of yourself like there's two of you. There's a small child, a little you, and then there's this mother figure that's you. And this child keeps waking up and having this nightmare, right? Well, the strong motherly energy figure that's part of your personality or who you are has to come in and take care and reassure the inner child that is within yourself, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to paint a picture for you of how to kind of go about this. Really take the time to connect with your vulnerable side, that little child, the little you that is saying, this is what's bothering me. This is what's bothering me, big me. How can I get past this? You know, this nightmare that keeps plaguing my mind. And nurture that side of yourself. Use that motherly instinct. That's the challenge. Get in touch with taking care of yourself, taking care of your psyche. And I believe you will, because again, it's come to light. You're aware of the nightmare, probably because you've continued to repeatedly have the same reoccurring nightmare, whatever it is. Okay, so what will help, Spirit? I put my 2 cents in, but what will help Scorpio embrace this motherly strength that they have inside them? Jesus. Okay. Okay. Is it possible that you are hard on yourself? This is King of Swords. It's King of Swords, which is Libra, but Libra upside down is what you got. And when Libra's upside down or reversed, it's generally imbalanced, unable to make a decision, kind of ruled by what others are thinking or feeling. And Libras are the most sociable zodiac sign out there, out of the 12. And I don't want to say they're people pleasers, but they tend to care about other people's needs more than their own at times. And Scorpio, I feel like there's an element of cutting yourself down. Maybe that's perhaps why, again, you didn't get the victory you wanted. Because I said there wasn't all the energy into this. Maybe because somewhere in your mind here, you're like, I'm not good enough. Or I can't do this. Or something's gonna block me. Someone else is better for whatever you're looking for, you know? Those kinds of thoughts plaguing your mind, causing you anxiety. So you didn't give all of yourself because you weren't confident in your ability, which you definitely have the ability. Easy on yourself, okay? Easy. It's okay to look after other people's needs, for sure, but it causes imbalance in you when you care too much, and it causes you nightmares, you know? Please do take that time to be nurturing to yourself, okay? That's the other thing too, this bigger you wouldn't say to little you, wouldn't say, you're not good enough, you can't do that. Mother wouldn't say that. A mother would say, you got this. It's scary, I understand, but you got this. And believe in yourself with all your being, you know? So yeah, it practice that motherly aspect inside you towards yourself. That's the impression I'm getting here. And you could be really hard, I just get the impression, really hard on yourself, mostly with words, like within your own mind. It's time to recognize that and end it and replace it with positive affirmations. You know, it's okay to look at something and say, I wish I had done something different, or I worked differently on something, or harder on it, or whatever. I wish. It's okay, because we're here to make mistakes. But tormenting yourself isn't going to make this somewhat bad victory, or not the victory you wanted, any better or any worse, you know? Well, that was a good message. I do want to get you now a saying, an old saying, to wrap up the reading. Very powerful, Scorpio. Just need to work on those positive affirmations. Necessity is the mother of invention. I'll just quickly tell you something. Being a mother is very difficult, and you find people will give you all sorts of advice and ideas about things. Oh, you need this when you have a baby, and you need this and you need that, and and then you come to use these things and you're like, that's not my kid's personality. I can't, whatever the life hack is that people try to give you. It never seems to fit, and at least in my experience as a mom. And, but I have found ways to make my life easier just from figuring it out on my own, instead of taking all these, again, I say hacks and stuff because people have been telling me all sorts of things. I have a 1-year-old. So, but because I needed something to get through the day, for my daughter, like little things, I found my own unique ways to do it. And it didn't cost me much. I'm just thinking of some of my own things I've created because it was a necessity to get through the day. But I needed it to not be complicated, if you get what I'm getting at. So, the necessity is the mother of invention. So, again, you come up with these amazing ideas to get where you want to go when you are, not when you want something, when you need something. Your brain will find a way to make it work. Okay, what I'm getting at here is, what are your necessities to get what you need, to get that victory that you want? What are the not the wants, the needs of yourself? And again, if you can meditate on this mother card and ask your inner child, what is it you need, so that you can feel like you're fully functioning at your best level to get that victory, get away from all these extra anxieties that are coming up. Be really truthful with yourself. You will find what you need, and then the next time around when this energy comes up again, you will come forward victorious and proud and fulfilled with your accomplishment. Okay, so let's get you a stone. You don't want to look. Let's take no. That one. Okay, we got green chakra. Yeah, that makes sense. Heart chakra. Take time to show yourself a little love. That motherly love. Remember that nurturing and supportive energy that you need. You need to do that for yourself. Okay? That's what your heart is screaming out for. And side note, you might find that when you go inward and work on your self-love a little bit and accepting of mistakes, you might find inventive ways, new ways to get to this victory that you are trying to accomplish. I feel like, you're going to find a unique and different way that you've been doing to get where you want to be and get the success that you deserve to feel. with this situation just by nurturing your inner child. Okay? I hope that was helpful. If you liked, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your divine direction for November 2024. Okay, so we're going to start off with a card that has the general idea for November. What to look out for, Spirit. Let's get started. Okay. Spirit's like, okay then. All right. Okay. So I see that you will be of service to others in November, or someone will be of service to you in the way of could be financial, but it doesn't necessarily have to be financial, like money. It could be some sort of support as well. But if you can see in the card here, there is a rich figure who is also got the scales of balance, and he's weighing out not too much but not enough for those that are in need of help. Again, this can go two ways for you, Sagittarius. Either you're the one that is spreading the abundance, which, you know what, that is Sagittarius's way. They tend to, if they got good wealth going on, they don't mind spreading it. Or if they got a free hand for a minute, because Sag is always on the go. But if they got a free hand and a free moment, they absolutely have no problem reaching out and helping. They're ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of abundance and expansion. So they generally have no problem when they can, and luck, to reach out. But again, on the other hand, if you've been finding yourself kind of in a struggle lately, and especially around Christmas time where you're like, oh, I don't have like tons of money this year, there might be a figure that comes in that absolutely is like, hey, I have no problem, giving to you to help you out. Again, they're not going to give you tons and tons and tons, but they'll give you just exactly what is needed. It's not like winning the lottery, but it is, because again, the scales are there, so it's not enough, and it's not over the top. Okay, so just keep that. That's a good start. So if you're on the giving or receiving end, that's wonderful. And if you're needing help support-wise, there will be somebody there to help you out. It doesn't necessarily always have to be financial. It's just that he's dropping the coins in the needy person's hand. So that is an aspect of this card. I just wanted to give you guys a general understanding of what other possibilities there are in this card. So giving and receiving is the overall feel. So your blessing that just flew out is okay. Financially, okay, so this is more, I'm already getting impression that we're going to be talking about finances, at least a little bit here. You got the juggler, the Two of Pentacles upside down. This way, as you can see, there's some rough seas behind him, right? And he's trying to, pay the bills, and do I have enough money for, I guess, Christmas, in this case, because it is November, right? If you celebrate Christmas. Even if you don't, it's still balance of finances, And the blessing here is that those rocky times of up and down and up and down will cease to be a problem in November. You'll have lots of abundance of help. Again, nothing too extravagant though, just there will be some help of what you need, not what you want, which is great. I mean, especially around these times of celebration coming in and holidays, finances will be stable is what we're getting so far for you. So it's very cut and dry. Nothing too crazy so far. Okay, so let's get you a challenge. Since we got so much financial stability, let's see where your challenge lies. Okay. All right. Now, the 10 of Swords. Something is coming to an end, my friends. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But endings are hard, can be hard, right? Something you put a lot of time mentally into, because it is swords and it's more dominant in the field of mental activity. But as this is so dark up top, right, where there's no hope, there's still that line of hope and rebirth. Something of rebirth. It's an abrupt ending. You don't necessarily see it coming, but I gather, Sagittarius, you land on your feet anyway, and you are ruled by Jupiter, planet of luck. So I'm sure you've heard it before in your life, where people are like, they go with the flow, I guess, and for whatever reason, luck lands in their lucky lap, right? Okay. So it is an ending. What will help with this ending? Not that you won't be able to handle it. Like I said, Sagittarius kind of goes with the flow of life, but what will help with this ending? Whoa. Only 2 cards. We don't want to be here all day. Okay. Justice, balance, and fairness. You kind of got this at the beginning here with the scales too. Okay, there's a reoccurring element here of scales and balance. Exactly what you need, no more, no less. So that is something you don't need, whatever it is, that needs to end. So that will be washed away. I feel like Spirit is telling you this month of November is all about balance. Even though there's this balance of financial or support or help or something coming through, there's this element of learning to get your equilibrium back. Not that it was out of sorts, but there's a message here of learning to practice better balance within your life. Because you have so much on the go. Again, Sagittarius sometimes doesn't even finish a project they're doing because something else catches their eye, It's funny, they're off into the distance. I just heard a motorcycle go by. Kind of like, you're on to the next thing, That's Sagittarius's way. And that sometimes creates unbalance in your life, when you should have probably finished that project, whatever it is. Or, you should have picked up that call and hung out with that friend that you promised you'd do. Sagittarius never does anything necessarily malicious to people. It's just that they, again, they're always on the go. They're so adventurous. What's the next cool thing to try out? You know, that they forget that we are earthbound too. We have a kind of like a dedication to other things around us too. You know, it's not just about having fun and going on the next adventure, right? So learning to practice balance a little better is something in Sagittarius's soul that needs a little work. That's all. And for November anyway. Page of Wands is the other one we got here. So he's looking at this staff, right? And he's an adolescent, so he's young. He's looking at this staff, and it's way bigger than he is. So whatever, there's a creative venture you might be on, and whatever it is, it's in its infancy and requires some attention to practice. Besides balance that I talked about, if there's an idea you've had, like for example, you've decided, you know what, I kind of want to learn guitar. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I've got like 10 other adventures I'm on. I can't possibly fit any more in without at least getting 8 hours of sleep, right? Or 6, or whatever Sagittarius gets, right? Taking the time to nurture this idea and learn to play that guitar is what's coming through. But it is some creative venture that you're passionate about it. It's been there in your heart. You might have forgotten about it because instead of, you know, going through with playing guitar, you found that cooking class would be really fun as well, and you went with that, and you forgot about the guitar, let's just say. But for whatever reason, it's been, you know, you have family members that are guitar players, and for whatever reason it speaks to your soul. I'm making this up as I go along, but if there's some sort of creative idea in your mind that definitely deserves some attention in November, don't let go of whatever this passion is. Try to incorporate it in with the rest of your busy lifestyle, you know? Okay, but regaining that balance. Okay, so this month is just very easygoing. There's nothing too intense to worry about. Again, what will help with this ending is realigning and getting your balance, and this is also a card of truth, so also understanding the truth that this has to happen, this ending has to happen, which you're fine with too, because Sagittarius is all about the truth. They're a straight shooter, and this is what this reading has been too, pretty straightforward. So let's get you an old saying to wrap up the reading. Okay, Sagittarius, what did we get for you? Abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Okay, I absolutely should have put absence, like not being there. Absence, not being there makes the heart grow fonder, but it says abstinence, so I made a error. But because it says this, I'm going to take it as it is, because maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I made that mistake. Abstinence, so staying away makes the heart grow fonder. How does this tie in? gonna get a clarifier because I have a few. I feel like the message could be more straightforward. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Be happy with just getting what you need this month, because this is the apathy card, Four of Cups. He's being offered even more, actually. So maybe there's something even more coming in besides just what you need. There's a little bit of a want that somebody is offering to you, that you're like, I'm good. A little bit of, just a little bit of gratitude about this. So abstain from apathy about maybe not getting more. You want more, probably because you want to give more. Again, I get that impression with this reading that you guys, you wish you could do more, or you wish you had more time, or there's this element of give, and that's great, absolutely. But it can pull you into, it's so unfair that I don't make more money, or it's so unfair that I don't have more time, Abstain from that, because your heart will grow fonder, abstain from the hurting your heart that way. Apathy can hurt the heart, feeling sorry for ourselves. Because again, you're going to get what you need, not necessarily what you want. And maybe what somebody's offering you isn't what you want, But just abstain from apathy, I think. You're not necessarily by nature apathetic. Again, you're optimistic. You see the lighter side of life, you see the silver lining in the clouds, generally speaking. But we have our moments, right? Like anybody else. Maybe something isn't going, I hear someone like, this isn't going exactly my way. You had something planned, and you're somewhat restricted. Like I said, you're gonna get what you need, but not what you want. Anyway, that's about it. We'll leave it there. So now let's get you a stone. With the Sagittarius, which chakra should they focus on for November? Okay, what did we get here? Tiger's Eye? Yes, Tiger's Eye. Okay, so Tiger's Eye represents mostly protection. Okay. Your finances are protected this month, absolutely. If you're worried about not having enough, you are protected, 100%. With this ending that's coming your way, you are protected from any kind of bad influence that might come along with it, or bad feelings and that kind of energy. And again, I get the impression again that Sagittarius just kind of accepts things and is on to the next thing anyway. But I feel like this protection should be for a more softer sign, but for you, you just naturally have it, that negativity doesn't necessarily penetrate your soul so easily. I mean, at times it does, but generally speaking, no. And yeah, okay. That is about it, my friends. That was a good reading. Okay. Alright, Sagittarius, I hope you liked this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.